From Neighborhood Comics, this is Rescued Heroes. Now, every time I talk about my favorite nerd shops in Savannah, I always talk about Planet Fun. However, my second favorite shop is Neighborhood Comics. They're who I get my Transformers comic from. The people in there are always super nice. A lot of cool artists work there. But this is a new thing they've been doing, where essentially they'll go around to literally dumpster dive for toys, find toys that are still okay, but very, very beat up, and then sell them on this card back. The card back is custom made. They have a recycled plastic bubble for the little guys to be inside. And you can see right here, vintage upcycled action figures, saved from the landfill. Rescue them all. Rescued heroes. I like this. It's a nice little idea, because there's a lot of people who have a lot of love for junker figures. I'm one of those people. I am a big, big fan of childhood survivors. I think it's really cool how little Turbo here was probably someone's favorite toy for a very long time, and now he gets to retire to my collection, where he gets to just hang out on a shelf all day and not worry about losing any more paint. Speaking of, I did get two of their figures. They got Turbo and Fizzle. Fizzle is a very obscure G1 Transformers toy. He came out in 87? 87, I'm pretty sure. Now, the reason I like this so much is because, again, these are just childhood survivor toys. You can see here Turbo's missing his tires. He is very beat up, but, like, physically he's complete. And here on the back you can even see they have a little write-up here that's just great. Rescued heroes are authentic action figures saved from the unceremonious environments of yard sales, discount retailers, donation bins, and sometimes even the trash. But never fear, these toys have been cleaned up and repackaged for your safety and enjoyment. Perfect for a gift or the dopamine hit of a personal nostalgia. Enjoy your hero, and thank you for helping us rescue them all. And it's nice, they even went to the detail of saying, hey, this is Turbo from the Gobots from 1983, just in case you couldn't make sure. And then they did the same thing with Fizzle, and yep, 1987. They also had a G1 Groove there, who they didn't label as being Groove. The only reason I didn't grab him is just, I don't know, I feel like if I get Groove, suddenly we need all the Protectobots. I'm okay just getting Fizzle and Turbo for now. But, again, I like this. I hate the idea that just because a toy's beat up, people are like, oh, trash it, oh, toss it. Turbo was definitely someone's favorite. Fizzle was someone's favorite. These guys survived for a long time. And now I'm kind of happy that they get to be bought again, and I'm going to enjoy them. And with Turbo here, I might even be able to paint him up a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we're going to open these guys up and take a look-see at them. I do just want to show this. Of course, the seal is very nice, so you don't have to take them off the card. I am, though. I'm sure for some people you could say this is kind of ruining the fun of this, but I don't know. I want the toy. And then there's Turbo, looking pretty solid. His joints still feel pretty good, actually. Yeah, not bad at all. The only thing that's hurt on him is his paint, really. But you could very easily touch this guy up. And, oops, sorry, Turbo, stand up for me. And we'll go ahead and get Fizzle out, too. Oop. And now, I guess we're going to have a Transformers vs. Gobot review. Who did it better, Turbo or Fizzle? Looking at Turbo first, just keep in mind, this is not a pristine Turbo. Turbo is a really nice toy, and I do think he still looks good. Just know that he is a very beat-up copy. Turbo, if you don't know, is Leader 1's right-hand man. He's kind of like the Ironhide of the Guardians, being the older, more experienced best friend to the leader. I like Turbo. He's pretty cool. Of course, like I said, no tires on this Turbo. And his joints are actually decent for a Gobot, because a lot of Gobots have very loose limbs. His transformation is still going to be completely okay. He's still physically complete. Let's go ahead and do transformation real quick, just so you can see it. You're going to flip around the head like that, which is actually a really cool touch, cool idea for a transformation step. And then we fold in the arms, fold in the legs, and boom. Pretty nice little Gobotron racer. I like it a lot. Of course, tires would have made it even better. But I like this. It reminds me of Hot Rod. And keep in mind, this is like 3 years before Hot Rod, so I'm just saying, it wouldn't be the first time Transformers ripped off the Gobots. It wouldn't be. Big transforming him back. I like him. I'm glad to finally have a Turbo, because I've never had a Turbo in my collection. I still don't have a Leader 1 or a Scooter. I lost my Crasher. Out of the main 6, all I have is Psykill, so it's nice to have a Turbo of any guys. Then there's Fizzle. Fizzle is a mini-bot, specifically a spark bot. So back in the day, there's a gear down here. You could roll him back and he'd shoot forward and he would shoot sparks out of the back here. Let's just see. Yeah, not working anymore, bud. So Fizzle unfortunately can no longer do the thing he was designed to do, which is spark. But I do still like the vehicle mode. It's a cool dragster mode, kind of similar to Mirage, in all honesty. And to transform him, it's going to be as simple as, oh, he's tight. Oh, God, yeah, that's really stiff. Come on, bud. Come on, bud. Come on. Oh. Wait, can his arms not move? This one's definitely moving. Can this one move? Yeah, it's just super stiff. And then, there's Fizzle as a robot. He actually looks kind of decent. Here, let me get the lighting a little bit better. God, look at his freaky ass face. He has, like, the Trax needle nose, like, family crest. He has a visor. But then, like, I know that's supposed to be a nose and a mouth, but it looks like he has, like, a weird spider mouth. It looks like he has, like, mandibles in there. I like the colors, though. Like, it's, blue and seafoam green, and the orange face. Proportions are not great. But, this guy was made to be a gimmick toy. He wasn't meant to stand alone. It's not his fault that the sparks ran out. Man, Turbo is just absolutely towering over him. This is not an apples for apples comparison. Really, I should compare Turbo to, say, like, the components of Devastator or the original Minibots. That's a better comparison for Transformers versus Gobots. Fizzle is very much reeking of Hasbro not being sure how much longer this Transformers thing is going to last for them. I still like him. I'm glad to have Fizzle, because I like having weirdo characters from G1. It's a big reason as to why one of my favorite toys ever is the G1 Misfire. It's entirely just because Misfire is a weirdo, and it's cool to have his G1 toy. But between the two, Turbo's the better one. And regardless of who these characters are, or where they came from, I'm glad to have them, because the way to get them is legitimately really cool. I like these rescued heroes. I like this stuff. Here, there we go. I think this is a great line. It's only done by Neighborhood Comics. You have to come down to Savannah to Neighborhood Comics to check it out. And I was going through, they had G.I. Joes, they had Star Wars, they had, like, original Jurassic Park, and most of the toys were in really good condition. So, this is a very rare thing for my Kenner Star Wars people. They had Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, which is from Empire, but it was painted hair Luke. So the reason that's important is because usually Luke has a painted face, which means that the face rubs off. Painted hair is considered like one of the Cadillacs of the Kenner Star Wars line. It's very rare to get a painted hair Luke. And it's a good condition figure just in this, because when they found him, he was kind of gross, but they cleaned him up really well. And granted, Turbo didn't clean as well as some characters did, but Fizzle legitimately looks really nice. Like, he's been cleaned up well. If I got some repro labels for him, you wouldn't even know that he's that old. But, Turbo is definitely showing some wear and tear. But due to the nature of what these guys are, I'm kind of expecting there to be wear and tear. And it makes me think, hey, that's my Turbo. That's a Turbo that weathered so many childhood play sessions, and now he gets to come to the retirement village that is the Ron Bondajon toy collection. The Guardians collection, man, they just keep growing. Smallfoot is still the best out of the four I got. Road Ranger is good. I like him a lot, especially if you just want to think of him as like a more armored up beachcomber. And then Heatseeker has a great transformation. He just has a very weird robot mode. His transformation, though, beautiful. Better than the G1 Seeker. Turbo, if he was in good condition, would probably be up there with Smallfoot for me, rather. But as is, I'm just happy to see this band slowly coming together. I hope I find more Gobots in the future. I hate how hard they are to come by right now. But I'm just saying, if I ever got a good chunk of change in my pocket and walked in and found a bunch of Gobots, Planet Fun, or Neighborhood Comics, I think I'd clear you out. Because, these guys need a leader. And even more importantly, they need a command center.